Welcome to the Green Apple Home. So tonight I'm going to fix for you a family favorite. We cook this a lot. It's called spicy shredded chicken, but don't let the spicy fool you because you don't have to have it spicy. You can do it mild. So I've tried it a lot of ways. The way I found that is the most flavorful for the chicken is you actually cook the chicken first and then shred it, and then you add some of the stuff to it. So it only calls for a half of a pound of chicken, which is like pretty much one of these breasts. I usually leave it as one breast, and then I double up on the vegetables, and then I double up. There's a sauce that comes with it. I double up on the sauce so that you're stretching your meal. Well, I'm just cooking my chicken. If you feel like this isn't enough for your family or you want more, go ahead and put more in. We're going to cook this, and then I'm going to shred it up. While this chicken is cooking, I'm going to add a half tablespoon of water to this bowl. We're going to be making the sauce that the shredded chicken is going to be kind of dipped in it. We need half of a tablespoon also of soy sauce, a fourth of a teaspoon. These stupid measurements, you know what makes me mad? When they use a big T for teaspoon. It just irks me because I'm like, wait, is that a tablespoon? And then I'm like, no, because it's SP. Anyways, that's just my pet peeve. Don't capitalize your T if it's not a tablespoon. Stupid little... Anyways, okay, we're adding a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We're going to add a dash of pepper. There's my dash. And then it calls for 3/4 of a tablespoon of cornstarch. I don't know how you're going to measure 3/4 of a tablespoon, but just whatever. Who made this recipe up anyway? Just add some cornstarch. And then stir it up. So you got this little sauce going on for your chicken. And basically, it'll just make it have little bits of flavor. So I'm just kind of pulling it apart because it's at this point kind of too hot to be using my fingers. So I'm just shredding it up as best as I can with 2 forks. We're taking our shredded chicken and we are going to put it in here so it can soak up these lovely juices. I just want to eat this bowl full of chicken right now. We're now going to add a little bit of sesame oil and some minced garlic to fry it up. We're going to do a teaspoon each of those. There's the oil. And then we do a teaspoonful of the garlic. Oh, I have this not on high enough. It's supposed to be sizzling. Oops. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. We'll get it sizzling here. Here is where you can make it spicy or not. I like to use these dried Mexican peppers. These you can find in the Mexican aisle at any grocery store. They're already dried out in a bag. Some of these, like I've done it before where I put one in, I always take the seeds out, chop the top off. I've done it where I've done one and I haven't tasted hardly it at all, and I've done another time where I've done one and it was like way hot. So they vary. If you don't want a lot of spice, what you can do is just stick the whole thing in there and kind of get it in with the oil, the hotness, and then just take them out. So I might just do that. Otherwise, you can cut them down the middle, take the seeds out, and then chop these into strips or little pieces. But you can do 1 or 2 or however many you want, and just kind of saute it. And then at the end, you can take it out if you'd like. Once this garlic is nice and fragrant, you can start adding all of your chicken in with it too. And then it calls for 1½ cups of zucchini and squash and peanuts together. But I found that it does not make enough stuff to put over my rice. So what I do, usually I just do 2 yellow squashes and 2 zucchinis and however many peanuts I want. Obviously, if you're allergic, you're not going to put the peanuts in. If you like peanuts, you might just want to stick the whole can in. But I think that 2 is always usually a good number of each for my family, and it seems to work for me. So that's what I usually do. So I'm going to pour those in.
Smells good.
And I'll add, like I said, however many peanuts looks good to you. I don't know. What do you think about that much? That many? While this is doing its thing and cooking. We're gonna start over here on another, kind of like a little sauce. I double this, so I'm gonna tell you my doubled. I'm gonna just say it to you and then just add it. 6 tablespoons of water, 5 tablespoons of soy sauce. I have to double it in my head. 1 tablespoon of sugar, 2 teaspoons of vinegar, and 2 teaspoons cornstarch. I'm gonna mix this all up in a bowl. You could put this in a jar and shake it too. Either way, it's fine. We're gonna cover it and let it cook until it's nice and steamy and the veggies are done. And then you just put it over rice, and it is really, really delicious. You probably don't believe me because I say everything is delicious that I make, but I try not to make things unless I know they are delicious, so that, I don't know, why would you make a recipe that isn't delicious? You'll see when it comes out, it'll look good. I want you to get in on this pan. So this is some good stuff that's done. The veggies are not totally falling apart or anything, and they're still like crunchy a little bit. I added a lot of peanuts. But you see, it's mostly veggies, but you still get shreds of chicken, so it's not like you won't get any chicken in your bowl if you only use 1 chicken breast. This looks yummy to me. This is gonna be hot as far. Not too spicy. If I was making this just for me and Neil, I'd go ahead and chop up a little bit and put it in there. The peanuts add a nice crunch to it. The sesame oil, I think, it does something really wonderful to it. I don't know what it does, but it's really good. So make it. I think you will like it. Spicy shredded chicken. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on The Green Apple Home.